Man, it took a long time to boot up there. That's the one thing I don't like about this game. It takes such a long time to boot up. But when it does boot up, and when it does start working, man oh man does it give me one hell of a game. And ladies and gentlemen, we're about to start the next chapter in said game. Hello everyone, it is I, Netrunner Gaming HD, Square Enix, followed up with Don't Nod, which will be followed up by Deck 9. Wait for the screen to load in, there we go. And welcome to another Let's Play of Life is Strange Remastered. Got me Mountain Dew Baja Blast. It's funny, I was just recording Yakuza 0, went to a shop with Mountain Dew, and now I'm opening a Mountain Dew. The reason why I said that it's a new chapter here in Life is Strange Remastered is because we finished I finished episode 1. Chapter 1 of Life is Strange Remastered is in the books. We finished that. Screw it. We finished that in the last video. And now we're going to be starting Chapter 2, episode number 2 of Life is Strange Remastered. Crazy events went down in the last video. Looks like we're going to have to save the town from an incoming tornado that's coming through. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the plot of Kimi no Nawa, Your Name. I don't really want to spoil Your Name, but it has, well, that's kind of in a way a spoiler, but it kind of has a plot that's a little bit similar to that, where they kind of have to save something. They have to save people from a certain something that's about to happen in the movie. And it's kind of reminding me of the movie with the events that are happening here in the game. Also, we learned that Nathan Prescott is a real scumbag piece of shit human being. And now, we're going to learn what the hell's going to happen here in episode number 2. Things are only gonna pick up from here, basically. Let me make sure I'm recording. Okay, I am. This is gonna be the last Let's Play I record tonight because I have a shit ton of videos I need to get to uploading. So I'm gonna be very, very, very busy tomorrow. So without further ado, alright. Let's look at collectible. Alright, here's the collectibles I got for episode 1. We're not doing that. Here are the collectibles I got, though. Alright. Alright. 1 of 2. Okay, I didn't get a picture in the parking lot. And I missed a picture in the girls' dormitory. I didn't get one in the dormitory. I got both of them in the main campus, and I got the one in the high school. Okay. Well, now we're on to episode 2, Out of Time. Crazy shit happening here in the world of Life is Strange. It's only gonna pick up from here. Alright. Alright. We take care of that. There we go. Alright. Square Enix yet again. Poster in the background saying, "Fight me." That's a lot of books. Don't nod entertainment. This is where the game's gonna really begin now. Because episode 1 was always free with the original game. They gave away the first episode absolutely free. I guess you could say like basically a demo for the full game. Now we're really getting into the game. This is where everything's gonna really start ramping up. So this is gonna be interesting. We're getting to the real actual game now.
I am so wrecked after staying up all night. I could use my rewind to catch a few more Z's, but maybe I better save my strength.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna let this play out. Or not. What a crazy turn of events.
No amount of rewind will keep me clean. I still need a shower.
Okay, I'll stop that. 2 messages from Chloe. Okay. Huh. Okay. Ah! Okay. You there, hippie. What about that fucking snow? What about your new power? Or have you gone back in time and figured it out? I can't go back that far, smartass. And I need your help. Like when you told Stepdork it was your weed. But for reals, we need to talk. Or eat an ass-buster breakfast at 2 Whales. My treat. Okay. Excuse me. So, it's good to have minions. Gotta bail, master. Gotta bail, master. Breakfast is a go. You there, Mad Max? Like I said, always for you. 4 smiley faces. No emoji! Sad face. Meet me at the diner in 40. I'll be there. Do not be late or I'll know time is not on your side. Don't get high like in my room. On my way. Smiley face. You are evil. 40 minutes or else. Alright, so we're going to be spending time with Chloe today.
Even with all this crazy shit going on, it is so cool having Chloe back in my life again.
Indeed.
Like Note, Cartier-Bresson, Doisneau, Hamilton, the greatest.
Photos.
That's the only tourist picture I let them take of me at the Space Needle. That was a good hockey game and a great fight. Man, Kristen and Fernando were so drunk hanging on the Fremont Troll.
Alright.
I could rewind
More
for
on
days
Guy's
and read
time
all of his
travel.
books. Will I really find any insight into my power?
Who knows? I'm curious as to how you got your power in the first place. I hope the game explains it.
I can't keep my eyes open.
That is a lot of
But I
sticky
know
notes.
there's a scientific answer.
What if I'm one of Hawking's fabled time tourists? Even though he once made fun of time travel, now he believes it's a possibility. Or he's still fucking with us. He's a genius in my IMP. Rest in peace, Stephen Hawking. One of the most intelligent human beings to ever walk... Well... That came out really badly. Well, at one point he could walk. At one point he could walk before the disease really fucked him up, unfortunately, for his illness. Really messed him up at the end. At least I don't know, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there was a point in life where he was able to walk around. Time was like a river. Einstein. The most important the most important commodity in life, time. Death, taxes, and time. We only have a limited amount of time here on this planet. Bullshit. I'm drowning in time. My head hurts after a longer rewind and thinking about this now. Take a giant step backward for mankind. Schrodinger's cat, sorry if I mispronounced that, could exist in 2 different time zones. Hello, time kitty. Quantum entanglement. Energy disperses as particles reach equal distribution. This means that time has a fragile foundation. Nothing is written in stone. The law of thermodynamics can obviously be broken. So no rules, only guidelines. Burn your clock. Don't burn, crony. Time is like an arrow. Newton. Or is time like 2 arrows at the same velocity hitting 2 targets independent of each other, leading to 2 different results? What the hell am I writing? Exactly. Rewind only limited by time itself. Right now I only have enough time to go back a certain amount of time. Irony or evolution? Maybe I have to do time exercises. How? No clue.
I could get lost doing time travel research. Me and the search engine have become one. If only I could be this focused on homework.
Right.
This picture will capture this crazy historic moment in my life.
Let's take a selfie.
No smiling. Take your power seriously.
Alright. Wonder if I'm gonna get a trophy for doing that. No? Use the laptop.
Warren is blowing up my inbox now. As long as he helps me figure this out.
Okay. Too much time. Hey Max, the doctor is in the house. I've been thinking long and hard about your weird request. I just sent you a bunch of physics and science links, and without further ado, here's a few time travel films you must see. I'll send more as they come to mind. The doctor expects a full explanation for your newfound chrono interest. The Time Machine, the 1960 version. Fun early steampunk sci-fi, and Morlock's faces melt. Primer, lo-fi time travelers in Dallas. Brilliant. I'll explain it to you after you watch it. Those are classics right there. Primer? I haven't seen Primer in a long time. Time After Time. H.G. Wells uses his time machine to chase Jack the Ripper to modern-day San Francisco. Super cool and clever. I don't remember Time After Time. That sounds weird as fuck. Jack the Ripper goes from, when did that happen? Like the early to mid 1800s? So Jack the Ripper goes from the 1800s to modern day San Francisco. And H.G. Wells uses his time machine to chase Jack the Ripper in modern day San Francisco. Okay. Pulp Fiction. Serious. The switching between timelines gives a good basic outline of relativity. Plus, Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman. One of the most hottest actresses ever. If I could have room for one more poster on my wall, I would get a poster of Pulp Fiction. And I would get the poster, the cover art of Uma Thurman. The cover art of Pulp Fiction. I would put that up on my wall if I can get that poster. I don't know where I put it, but I put it somewhere. That woman was hot as fuck in the 1990s. And a little fun fact about Pulp Fiction, and I bet my friend Orbital didn't know this because I know Orbital is going to watch this video. Pulp Fiction came out the very same week I was born. I was born on October 11th, 1994. That was on a Tuesday. 3 days later, on October 14th, 1994, Pulp Fiction hit the movie theaters. I was born 3 days before Pulp Fiction hit the movie theaters nationwide. Now, it did have an early showing, I believe, in Los Angeles on the 13th, but it hit the entire nation on the 14th. So, I was born the very same week that Pulp Fiction hit the movie theaters. Talk about very funny timing. I was born at the same time as one of the greatest movies ever to come out. And 1994 was an incredible year for movies too. Absolutely incredible year. Pulp Fiction, Forrest Gump. I think The Shawshank Redemption came out that year too. So many incredible movies that year. Somewhere in Time. Big cult around this romantic sci-fi written by Richard Matheson. The best kind of chick flick. You'll cry like a baby. I did. I've only seen Somewhere in Time one time, and I don't remember anything about it. Sorry, I don't remember anything about that. Time Slip. You could borrow my copy of this awesome Japanese flick, or we could watch it together. Sonny Chiba and his soldiers end up back in samurai days. Basically, tanks versus ninjas. I've actually never seen Time Slip. I've never seen it. I've never seen Time Slip. I've heard that it's really damn good, but I've never sat down to watch that movie. And me just saying that, I got a feeling that if me and Orbital ever go back to doing watch-alongs, if we go back watching live-action movies, she'll probably put it on the list just to make me watch it. And, of course, Time Cop. Jean-Claude Van Damme does the splits on a kitchen counter in his underwear. Need I say more? I really don't want to envision that in my head, but I have seen Time Cop, and it's an interesting movie, I'll say that. It's an interesting movie. And I know that you do mention it here at the bottom, but you forgot one. You forgot the most well-known time travel movie of all time. Actually, there's two things that you forgot to bring up. One is possibly the greatest time travel television show ever, Doctor Who. You don't have Doctor Who on this list. Now, granted, Doctor Who will take forever to go back and watch because that show started way back in it started way back in the early 60s. Like, going back and rewatching Doctor Who from then all the way up to now will literally take you forever. And we don't have all the time in the world. I did hear that they have a new Doctor Who on Disney Plus. I haven't checked it out. I don't think I'm going to. Not because it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that Doctor Who's black. It doesn't have anything to do with that. I mean, I don't care what color skin he is. I'm just not going to check it out because I saw the trailer of it and it's not for me. I'm sorry. I'm not really the biggest fan of Doctor Who anyways, to be honest with you. But I do recommend it in case you've never seen it. Maybe give it a try. Maybe you might end up liking it. And of course, Back to the Future. How can you call yourself a time travel fan if you have not seen Back to the Future? Back to the Future not only is the greatest time travel movie of all time, not only is it the most well-known time travel movie of all time, it's one of the greatest movies ever to come out. And I'm talking about all three. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. My personal favorite is Part 3 when they're out in the Old West. If I had to rank them in order, I'll go Back to the Future Part 3, Back to the Future Part 1, Back to the Future Part 2. I kind of wish Back to the Future Part 2 would have been... I kind of wish most of the movie would have been set in the future, not just like one small part of it. I think they only spent like 20 minutes in the future. I kind of wish that we could have seen a lot more of the future in that movie. And plus, I'm not saying it's bad. It's a really damn good movie. It's an amazing movie. But I personally like the third movie the best. I like the first movie the second best. And I like the second movie the third best. And I did do a Let's Play of Back to the Future, the video game, on my channel. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. Even though I might have to go back and re-upload some of those videos because the audio did get a little messed up in them. I might have to go back and re-upload those videos and try to fix the audio if I can. But if you want to check out Back to the Future, it's on my channel. I don't own the game anymore. I sold the game because, I mean, it's a one and done. There's nothing to do with the game anymore. I mean, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Have it sit here and collect dust? I mean, I'm not going to go back and play it. Like, your choices honestly really don't matter in that game. The game's going to give you the ending that it's going to give you, regardless. You can't have a bad ending or anything in that game. You can't, like, fuck up. I mean, you can fuck up options in that game, but the game forces you to have the ending that it wants you to have. It's not like this game. This game, you fuck up, you fuck up. And I'm going to try not to fuck up here. I'm going to try not to fuck up here with Life is Strange. I already kind of fucked up on one big part in episode 1. And that was making fun of Vanessa. The game did not want me to make fun of Vanessa, but I did it anyway. And, oh well, gotta live with that. Gotta live with my consequences. Anyways, that's all the time I have. That's all the time I have now, as I do have actual quantum physics to plow through, and not your fun Back to the Future homework that I never get. Now that you've discovered the art of science, I expect to see you in the lab more as well. I could always use a new partner in time. Get it? Ha ha, ha ha, ha ha. Don't hit. I'm leaving. Doctor Who? So you bring up all these movies, but you don't bring up Back to the Future or Doctor Who in there, but you put them at the bottom. Okay.
This is so insane, it sounds logical
Join
to
the
me.
Chrononauts. Time travel is not just a science fiction. History has recorded numerous cases of individuals who have managed to bend all rules of the time-space continuum. The present dilemma is that those who can navigate temporal dimensions are rightly reluctant to reveal themselves due to the impact of public and government scrutiny. Nations around the world have spent literally billions of dollars trying to build, in top secret, their own version of a time machine. Thankfully, this is not a case where infinite revenue equals controls of the infinite. Or you might not be reading this website at all. This is where the Chrononauts enter the picture. It's clear based on the vast scientific information that time travel is only that time travel is only capable, on a person-by-person basis, not driven nor dominated by any one particular physics or thermodynamic calibration. For this reason, we have created a forum where past, present, and future time travelers can share tips, ideas, and experiences to guide those navigating the rocky seas of time. Hence our moniker, the Chrononauts. Brave, solitary adventurers on an infinite voyage. Register within the forum, step into a river of time without fear of being swept away.
This wormhole thing makes total sense, but doesn't explain how I can do what no scientist ever has.
Wormhole! Welcome to the wonderful world of the wormhole, a term lazily overexploited in science and science fiction. For neophytes, I hope I pronounced that correctly, anyways, visualize a wormhole like an invisible tunnel from one end of space to another. Thus, if wormholes exist, time travel is possible and probable. The human trick is to discover the means or device needed to link and traverse both ends of this time tunnel. Einstein's theory of relativity posits that this is within the realm of theory, while a new generation of physicists hopes to develop an actual working model of this fascinating space-time conundrum. Inside Wormhole are links and articles relating to the most recent developments of this fluid theory.
I would say this is some crazy shit, but now I'm not so certain. Should I sign?
Well, let's find out. Why are quantum physics trying to control time? Why are quantum physicists trying... Screw it. Why are they trying to control time? As you read these words, physicists and scientists around the world are using taxpayer-funded government programs to shatter our notions of time and space, potentially altering the course of history itself. For example, Australian researchers are using photons to simulate quantum particles as they travel through time itself. Even though quantum time mechanics is a very recent theory first predicted in 1991, it has caught fire within the scientific community, who eliminated ethics and morality from their dangerous experiments.
Thanks, Victoria. I always wanted to be a Max meme when I grew up. She'll spread that shit everywhere.
Matt Caulfield, Friends 81, subscribers 12, Arcadia Bay, Oregon, Blackwell Academy, September 21st, 1995. I'm assuming that's the day that she was born. It looks like she photoshopped my face onto an animal. I think that's a cow.
And I thought I was into Halloween. Dana is not messing around here.
Okay, Dana Ward. Ghoul Days Halloween Party. Bring it, Blackwell bloodsuckers. Next to prom night and big football, my favorite time of year is the annual Ghoul Days Black Halloween Party. Picture me busting a thriller zombie move. Okay. Excuse me. Principal Wells has given us almost carte blanche to decorate the halls and gym within taste and safety. So I want every student to be scared shitless when they walk to their classes. I know y'all have tons of homework as I do, but let's make this a Halloween that Blackwell will never forget. The decoration community meets in the gym at 3:30 next Wednesday, October 10th, the day before my birthday. This gives you plenty of time to not have any excuses for flacking. And if you don't show up to help haunt the hall, the boogeyman will get you. Let's show Blackwell our ghoul power. Pleasant screams, Donna of the Dead. And that's it for the laptop. That was a lot to read. Good grief. That was a lot to read there. Alright, let's take a look at the photo.
This picture will capture this crazy historic moment in my life.
Okay.
I admit, this is hilarious, but I shouldn't sink to Victoria's bully level.
Yeah, especially because episode 1 basically did not like me doing that. Oh well, have to live with the consequences of my actions.
Good morning, Lisa. Your leaves are lovely today. I may not have a green thumb, but I have a green finger.
And let's water it.
Drink up. It's got electrolytes.
I want to take care of my plant after all. This action will have consequences. Well, I'll live with the consequences of my actions. I'm not going to let the plant die. Come on. I'm not going to do that. My neighbors actually have plants. I wish you were able to see me. I wish it was... Okay, now you can see me. I wish I had like a freaking nightlight or something, but my neighbors had, actually, I believe they still do have them out there. Let me look. Yeah, they're still out there. I hit my freaking headset against the corner wall. Ow. But anyways, my neighbors have 3 potted plants outside right now. Only problem is that all 3 of them are dead. They've pretty much left them out there all day from sun up to sundown, and all it's been doing lately here in the state of Tennessee is raining. Rain, 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 rain. That's all it's been doing. It's been raining on and off for the last 5 days now. Now, I did look at the weather report for the weekend. It does say that it's going to heat up a little bit on the weekend. We're supposed to get up to the 90s, possibly 100. It could get possibly up to 100 this weekend. But I looked a little more. We got more rain coming in by Sunday. I fucking hate the springtime when it's always like this. Like, I love the springtime when it's nice and it's beautiful outside. I hate the springtime because it always fucking rains. It always rains. Every single time. When the springtime comes around, that's when it seems like we're getting freaking rainstorms, thunderstorms, tornado storms, all the fucking time. I'm surprised that it hasn't flooded outside. It's been on and off for 5 days now. And guess what? It's gonna rain tomorrow too. It might rain tonight while I'm sleeping. God, I'll be glad when all this rain goes away. Rain, rain, go away, come back another day. Except you do come back another day. You come back the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I wonder if it's raining where my friend Orbital lives. Good grief. 5 consecutive days. I mean, thank God it's not non-stop. If it was non-stop rain, we would have a freaking lake outside. Fuck a river, we have a damn lake outside if it was raining non-stop. Good grief.
I need a shower.
I've been recording for 34 minutes. I haven't even left the damn room yet.
Good morning, Lisa. Your leaves are lovely today. I may not have a green thumb, but I have a green finger.
And I watered Lisa, and it said this will have your actions will have consequences. Well, I'm not gonna let the plant die. I'm not my neighbors. But anyways, like I was saying about the plants have picked up a whole bunch of water and stuff, and they're pretty much dead now. Like, the flower is pretty much fell over on the side. Like, they're dead. I don't even know why they even still have them out there. Like, the plants are dead. They're dead. They're gone. You might as well just pick them up, throw them in the trash. I don't understand people, and I hate to go into a tangent, but I don't understand people who go out and buy a potted plant of flowers and they don't fucking take care of them. Like, why? Why waste your money? Like, you want flowers that bad, go to a fucking flower shop and just buy some pre-grown flowers. Or drive around on like the freaking highway or something. Maybe you'll find like a bunch of flowers, especially where I live. Like, you can find flowers all across the roadside, everywhere where I live. Hell, go pick up some freaking dandelions if you want flowers that bad. I don't understand that philosophy of buying, not just flowers, but plants. Buying plants and not taking care of them. Like, I'm not saying to be around them 24/7. I'm just saying, like, I don't understand the philosophy of buying flowers or plants and not taking care of them. I don't get it. It's a big waste of money. Like, you're wasting your money doing that stuff. Sorry, that's just how I feel. Got DVDs here.
Now I have to wonder if any of these films are based on a true story.
A lot of them say they're based on a true story, but a lot of the movies that claim they're based on true stories, they put their own little spin and twist on them, and they don't actually tell the real... Well, sometimes they don't tell the actual full story. Sometimes they'll tell the full story, but they'll add their own little twist and narrative to it. Keep calm and carry on. I remember that meme way back in the day.
This totally reminds me of being a kid in my room. Sorry, Mom. The Max Caulfield Photo Memorial Wall.
That's a lot of photos.
This totally reminds me of being a kid in my room. Sorry, Mom. I can make my bed whenever I want. Booyah.
Let's make the bed now.
I am so not a rebel. I always like my bed to be neat and tidy. Thanks, Mom.
Alright. Read the journal. Okay. Okay. I can't believe I took a picture of Victoria coated in paint for revenge. I must be feeling pretty brave. She vowed revenge, so I guess I've officially made my first enemy at Blackwell. More high school drama. Juliet, wouldn't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexting Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course, I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop. Alright. What the fluff? Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind it all, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, but we said nasty things about Victoria, and I think it definitely made her feel better. We talked about Warren, and Dana implied he likes me. Ew. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me, so I better learn how to use it right. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Mason hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear everything, but he was accusing her of something. All that guy could do was point fingers. I got so pissed I went over to stop him from being such a bully. He's a security guard, not a damn stormtrooper. He was an asshole, as usual. But I felt good about what I did, and Kate seemed truly happy that somebody stood up for her. And I did that without using my rewind power. The day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. Oregon Trail stamps. I actually played Oregon Trail when I was in elementary school. I haven't played Oregon Trail in such a long time ago. Like, the last time I actually sat down to play Oregon Trail was like 2003. I know that they've actually remastered it, or actually, no, fuck that. They actually did a remake of Oregon Trail, but it's only on Xbox Series S and X. I don't have any way to play it, unfortunately. Plus, I don't really think my friend Orbital would want to see me play Oregon Trail on my channel. Anyways, and neither would the viewers at home. I don't think you guys and gals would really want to see Oregon Trail. No offense to Oregon Trail. I mean, a classic game. It's just, I don't think it would be very good Let's Play material. Anyways, in this case though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got all up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then, the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck. My former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, what the fuck? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock I was almost paralyzed, especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck, listening to, oh my god, 40 minutes, listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. So I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots, and I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. USA 03. Chloe's room, speaking of 03, I was just talking about 2003 with Oregon Trail. Anyways, Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self. Cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I spoiled her room to play catch up on what she was into these days. Excuse me. I'm an other one. Then I found a photo of Chloe with Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She had become best friends with Rachel and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe's obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude. Probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Folk off, that's utterly outrageous. The Hill National Theater, I am 18. Alright, hello. Snooping deeper, I hit the paranoia jackpot and found a whole mini surveillance setup of Chloe's house, with cameras in the halls and some rooms. Truly creepy shit. What kind of uber paranoid puts cameras throughout his own home? Chloe's stepfather, I guess. I see why she's got serious attitude. I would too. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera. But Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed and she realized that I had saved her life. The only camera, by the way, that we have in our neighborhood over on this side is over on a light pole over here in the corner. There's a light pole over here and there's a camera. Actually, there's a camera there. There's a light pole back this way that has a camera on it facing in this direction. The first camera is facing this way. It's facing this way. The other one's facing more... Damn it, you compare. You get what I'm trying to say. One facing this way, the other one facing this way. And then there's one all the way over that's keeping an eye on all the other apartments. So there's about 3 to 4 cameras here in this entire complex. But at least they don't put cameras in the apartment in every single room and every single nook and cranny. At least I hope they don't. I hope they don't, because that would be illegal, because that's illegal spying, and that's basically stalking, which is really illegal and weird. I hope they're not doing that. Anyways, even though it could have gone the other way, she was so happy like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up the tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty. Just a bit. And that's when Chloe's stepfather showed up. And it was David Mason. I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns, which she did. Then shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. I couldn't take it, considering she almost died that morning, and I stepped out and said it was my weed. David tried to threaten me, but Chloe was awesome and threatened him. He backed out of there quick. Chloe was so touched I took the blame. Of course, she did steal one of David's guns and waved it around like an idiot. Too much firepower for this girl to encounter in one day, or one life. Fortunately, Chloe and I decided to get out of there and catch up on our exploring, like best friends. So Chloe and I ended up at the lighthouse, watching the sunset. Chloe was mellow and told me more about David and his uber paranoia at school and home. It all made sense. But I wanted to know why Chloe was in that bathroom with Nathan Prescott. She told me he deals drugs and she wanted to blackmail him to pay off some big loan. It's so strange where our lives have gone since the last time we hung out when we were 13. So she was wanting to blackmail Nathan because he does drugs in order to pay off some big loan. Yikes. Not good. Anyways. Then I had another nightmare. Or duskmare. I was right back at the lighthouse in a storm. Except this time I was following a ghostly deer until I got to the edge of the cliff. I could see tornadoes destroying everything in its path. And again, I could feel the cold sting of the rain. The lighthouse was crumbling, and I felt so helpless watching the tornado move towards the town. Then Chloe snapped me out of the dream and I told her what I saw. And as if to make the day end on another unusual note, snow started falling from the sky in the warm sunset. It felt so weird, ominous, and beautiful all at once. Especially standing there with my best friend. And on that positive thought, I have officially earned a great night's sleep. I don't know what's positive about a tornado coming through town and killing everybody, but okay, Matt. Hey, a tornado's gonna come through town and wipe through the town and kill everybody. I'm gonna go back to bed. What the fuck? That'd be like World War III actually happening in real life. And I'd be like, World War III is going on. The entire country is getting nuked. You know, we're getting bombed left and right. Cities are getting blown up and everything. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna go to my local Walmart to go grocery shopping during the apocalypse. I'm being serious. That sounds so fucking stupid. Oh man. That'd be like me going to GameStop or Game Exchange to get a game. And I go out there and there ain't no GameStop because it got bombed. Come on, Matt. Come on, girl. What the